Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
Still nervous? Oh, baby, come here. I'm here for you. You don't have to be nervous.
Since you want a mommy so bad, you're gonna lay there.
No one should be able to hear us, baby.
And I'm gonna show
But if
you
you're that
how
worried, we
mommy
can
I
head to the
can be.
bedroom.
We can have a baby right now. You wanna try? Let's have a baby.
It just got bigger.
I want a baby.
Whoa, that
Please.
thing
I
is
really want a
huge.
baby. Please, 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 please,
No.
please, please.
You know that stuck
Yeah,
my head's gonna
of course. Mwah.
I'm not done with you yet. No.
Okay, you can touch me anywhere you want to start.
Please, just a little more snuggles.
And I thought I would just come bother you. Just to remind you how much I love you. How special you are. And how much people love you.
Auditory, sensory, meridian response. Best described as a tingling sensation that usually begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia, it has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia and may overlap with frisson. At least that's what Wikipedia tells me, so take that with a grain of salt. Please, sir, can I please have $2, please? Can you just give me a $2 donation, please? I just need to feed my family, please.
And boom.
Wait, where were we? Oh yeah, ASMR. It's one of the most popular and ever-growing communities within YouTube and other social media sources, where people speak really soft and or whisper into a microphone to try and get that goosebumps feeling sensation riding through your bones like you just got the good buzz, if you know what I mean. Regardless if it helps you relax, sleep, or freak you the fuck out,
Feces, Mommy Pig.
you can't deny its stamp in the modern zeitgeist of internet culture. But with a community as big as the ASMR community is, there are bound to be subsections that delve into the strange and bizarre category, I guess you could say. And one of the biggest and most problematic, in my opinion, of these ASMR subsections are the relationship-centered roleplays that put you in the POV spot of being somebody's significant other. While the ASMR is recording the video, roleplays your boyfriend, girlfriend, duck.
He has the eyesight of a hawk. Or in this case, a duck.
Whatever floats your boat to comfort you in some way, shape, or form. Whether that's snuggling up together, calming you down after a hard day, or kidnapping you.
I got us a Pokeball because I want you to be healthy and you need to eat your veggies. But the handcuffs, I'm sorry, they're gonna stay.
Boo!
Whatever fantasy you want to live in, these videos can satisfy that niche for you. And to be honest with you, I don't like them. And I'm sick of them popping up in my feed. Now, I'm not going to beat around the bush here and say that these types of videos are far from the worst thing I've seen on the internet. Far from the worst. They are something that does make me uncomfortable, which is kind of ironic because ASMR is meant to be relaxing, and something that I think is a small part of a bigger issue in our society that a lot of people overlook. And today I want to break down why I think the ASMR girlfriend role plays worsen the ASMR community, damages the parasocial dependency we have in our society, and why I think it needs to be stopped at all costs, so we can get back to the true, purest form of ASMR. Now with that being said, despite I will be using certain ASMR videos to give context as to why I don't like these ASMR girlfriend roleplays, and videos kind of similar to that, I mean no true ill will to any of these creators personally. At the end of the day, this is just content. I don't hate these individuals personally, they're just trying to make a living. And honestly, if I won the genetic lottery like some of these ladies do, I would most likely be doing the same thing. This video is not about hating the players, but hating the game. So don't expect this video just to be a compilation of me just shitting on other YouTubers, because that's not what I'm here to do. Well, I've been making fun of some of these videos. Hell yeah, brother! But I'm not here just to bully people. Also, given by the title, I will be discussing only girlfriend/gender neutral role plays. As somebody who is a straight white cis male, which I know, rare sighting on YouTube, these girlfriend role plays kind of hit close to home in my personal opinion just because of my sexual preferences. And lastly, if this is something that helps you out in your life, and you can separate reality from fiction and not act like these creators are your girlfriends, which we'll discuss later, then I'm more than happy that these videos do give you comfort. But at the same time, fuck your comforts. I'm just kidding, I'm just playing around. Regardless, I do want to discuss today why I am tired of ASMR girlfriend roleplays. So if you do want to skip to certain topics in the video that do interest you more than others, you're more than welcome to traverse as you please. Now with all that intro stuff out the way, let's delve into the meat of the video. Wait, that came out wrong, wait. What's up, bitches? I'm Chad McGrad. You know what's cool? Sex. You know what's not cool? Tornadoes. Recently, the state of Arkansas has been hit with a huge one in the central area that destroyed the homes of so many innocent people and damages that have racked up in the hundreds of thousands of dollars at the very least. So if you do want to donate to help these people rebuild their lives, I will be linking the website of the Arkansas Disaster Relief Program down in the description and in the pinned comments. It's hard to be a perfect person, but not a decent one. Anyways, I gotta go back to violating traffic laws in my 2017 Nissan Hybrid. See you back. So, starting off with... Hey, 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 you're insecure. You're insecure. You're insecure. Look at that guy. He's insecure. You're insecure. Huh. Apparently it's not that hard to circumcise somebody. Who knew? Anyways, what were we talking about again? Oh yeah, why I don't like these role plays.
You're so cool. They're gonna be so jealous of you. Wow, you look so good.
Damn, I messed up. We gotta go bald.
First off, these roleplays continue to promote the stereotype that ASMR is just purely sexual. Now, ASMR is inherently meant to be a relaxing platform for people. The underlying basis of every ASMR video you'll come across, in some way, shape, or form, is to give you tingles, relax your nerves, calm your senses, and multiple other ways I can phrase this. But you get what I'm saying. Using and exploiting your auditory senses is what connects a lot of these ASMR creators together, regardless of who you are, where you come from across the globe, your channel size, and what you're doing. As I said in the opening, there is a wide variety of things you can search in the ASMR spectrum, and there is something for everybody that can resonate with you. Even the sexual stuff has a place on multiple social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and other examples like it. Now, ASMR isn't for everyone, and that's completely fine. But when I've talked to people online as well as real life about why they don't like ASMR specifically, a solid chunk, around I would say 60 to 75% of the people that I've discussed why they don't like ASMR, their reasoning comes mainly due to the fact that they think it's extremely sexual.
You serious?
I do think that is a blanket statement over the entire community, because there are so many ASMRs that I've seen that really do put a lot of time and effort into their work that really makes them stand out from the pack, and that there are people out there that will never give those videos a chance because the thought and the concept of somebody whispering in their ear the entire time or something adjacent to that makes them think it's some sort of fetish or something. And I think that's pretty frustrating. Now, when it comes to these type of ASMR girlfriend or like ASMR sexual role plays in some way, shape, or form, there are tier lists to it in my opinion that kind of like bridge the gap between each other. There's some very light ones that aren't very sexual in nature but have like an elusive, you know, overarching theme to them. Like the ones that revolve around like the girl in the back of class flirting with you and stuff like that. That's innocent enough.
Why did she get a new phone? Oh, you smashed your old one. Oh no. Have you been playing any games on it? You have. You know what game you really need to try? There's this game called Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh man. Oh Oh God, oh man.
Ray's Shadow Legends made me rage everyone.
This video is sponsored by Ray's Shadow
Anyways, here's how it happened.
Now, there is a second tier to these type of videos that do take that flirtation concept and turn it up quite a bit in my opinion, to where we get some very wacky video ideas and titles such as, is your lawyer acting inappropriately? Flirty cute doctors inappropriately measuring you? Why is inappropriate in all caps? There's also ones that revolve around putting you as the viewer in situations that are quite unusual, where you have to convince a Viking to marry you, for example, or going on a date with the devil.
Hello, darling. You are in hell.
Ma'am, this isn't Arby's. Stuff that certainly has a sexual undertone, but these creators put enough of a spin on things to where the sexual nature is not the entire basis of the video. And then there's this specific third tier that kind of inspired me to make this video, and that's videos where you have someone playing the role of your imaginary girlfriend. Whether that be on and off camera, to comfort you in some sort of way. Whether that's taking care of you after a long, hard day, giving you a massage, finding out how huge it is.
Oh my god, baby, that's really big and hard.
Okay, your drunk girlfriend wanting her to impregnate you?
Do you want kids? Do you want babies? We can have a baby right now. You want to try?
For what is a man? What has he got?
Okay. And a variety of other circumstances that you're put in. Whatever suits you most. If you want a cute and quiet girlfriend, there are videos that will satisfy that niche. If you have a domination kink, there are videos that will satisfy that niche too. With all these weird tags that I don't really understand, to be honest with you, like F4M, spicy, F-Dom, wait, like Dominic Toretto?
I can be a mommy. Actually, I'll be a mommy right fucking now.
Time out. Put it on. He cold. She belongs to the streets.
Thing about street fights, the street always wins.
Nani?
But yeah, the Dom GF videos are quite something.
I'm giving you big hugs in a second. I'm doing it live.
But these reviews that really do put the sexual nature front and center. And it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like him. I don't like him. These are the videos that really do crank up my insecurities to fucking 11. And whenever I see this shit in my feed, it kind of like triggers back to like when I was like a teenager and I used to watch these type of videos, like not regularly, but like, you know, ever so often to kind of comfort my own mental health. But instead of improving it, it kind of just torpedoed it. Hence why I dropped off watching these type of videos. But every so now and then I will go back to these type of videos because that positive affirmation, the literal whisper in your ear telling you all these amazing things about yourself, but with a way more sensual tone than most ASMR artists do, it does feel good for a little bit. And then you realize that none of that is actually real. None of that is for you. It's like Ana de Armas in Blade Runner 2049. It's just some stranger whispering things in your ear that somebody like me might not ever get from another human being on that level. That holographic meatloaf mentality. And as someone who's never had a girlfriend, in other words,
still no bitches, Mr. Squidward.
It's tough to watch this type of stuff and not realize how truly lonely you are in this world. Especially when you get those thumbnails that entice you, like those ladies that, like, you know, sit on the bed in a very cute position to entice you. Like, come on, did you really have to bring out the dogs? And this type of content, at least to me, does take away from what the core value of ASMR really stands for. And to all the amazing ASMR female creators that don't do sexual or sensual content. And I think it does take away from their work and their creativity, because there will always be people that can't tell the difference between two different ASMR creators and think that everything is just sexual. ASMR isn't just another form of sex work, and I don't think these type of videos really help break that narrative in my opinion. There are many reasons as to why I believe this statement, but that's what the next chapter is for. Alright, so how do I start this section?
Nighty. Ah, spaghetti. Ah, ravioli.
Are you deadass asleep, Chief?
Chief, are you deadass asleep right now?
How else is this video gonna get finished? Hello, Chief. Hello.
Are you fucking asshole? You asked for it.
Get back to work.
Alright, so continuing where we left off, Although ASMR is not meant to be sexual, and a lot of creators have done a good job of trying to push that narrative aside, the sexual side of ASMR and these type of videos don't really do that. The goal is to relax you for sure, but don't forget this is a business to these creators. The illusion of having somebody role-playing your girlfriend and turning it into almost a committed relationship. Not only in the fact that I found several videos and series that kind of track your guys' relationship over the course of multiple videos, adding to the intimacy and the chronology of a relationship as if you know this person in real life, by giving you enough investment to say, subscribe to your YouTube channel. But that's not all. Maybe you're so invested that you want to have your own customized video just made specifically for you, so why not subscribe to their Patreon at their highest level?
Damn, boy!
But you know what, that's not enough. Maybe I'll purchase a couple of items from the Amazon wishlist as well. She might also have an OnlyFans as well. So you could also continue that support so you can get something more risque and alluring from her that you can't find on YouTube. If you click on any of these type of videos, you'll most likely see at least a half dozen links in the description to pull you to the dark side to indulge your expenses, to get more out from these creators, to see more of them in your daily life. But in reality, you're just another username, another screen name that can financially support them, and that's the barrier. That's where it ends. You know what that sounds like to me? A parasocial relationship. For those who are not clued into what that term stands for, it essentially means a one-sided relationship. Similar to being like a fan of a celebrity, where you're putting in the effort to get somebody to try and notice you, but the corresponding person is either putting little effort in the relationship or has no idea that you actually exist. That's where a lot of simps, if you will, fall into this category. Being obsessed with somebody that doesn't even know that you exist. Now personally, I can't say from experience what that's like, but it sounds really quite sad. Regardless, these creators do view you as a product and as a financial investment to hopefully support them more than just liking and viewing their video. Now, I know the biggest argument or the biggest point that people are to give against this statement in the comments I just said is that, well, most YouTubers have Patreons and have merch and other resources to try and include you as a customer to hopefully expand their business. And you're definitely right on that front. Any YouTuber that is monetized on this platform, including me, likes to grow their audience in the hopes that we'll get more revenue from it, while also doing something that does entertain people. The difference between somebody like a movie reviewer or a commentary channel, where that parasocial relationship ends, at least for most people, the difference between investing in channels like those and investing in channels like the ASMR sexual sensual type of channels is that they're tapping into your more vulnerable and sensitive side. When you like their content enough to financially support them beyond just giving them a YouTube like and putting actual investment in a channel like that, you're most likely asking for something more. It can also become like a porn addiction to where if you're not in the right headspace, these women can be like an earworm in your head and you could become obsessed with them to where you're gonna pay top dollar to have exclusive videos made for you, thinking that you, for a split second, are the main character in their lives, like you matter to them in some sort of significant way. And that dynamic and that obsession could lead to you replacing that with actual relationships with people in real life. Because nowadays in our society, it's no longer putting the actual effort to make a relationship work, whether that's be a romantic relationship, a friendship, family relationships. But when just talking about relationship status or your relationship commitments, regardless of what sexuality you fall under, we're in the hookup culture phase in our society to where we rather get that dopamine rush quick. And so rather than trying to find somebody who's into you for who you actually are, why not watch these ASMR girlfriend role plays that can mimic a skewed version of a relationship that skips all over the hard parts of a relationship and just giving you the best moments? It's honestly not that different from getting a match on a dating app and talking to somebody for 5 minutes before, the corresponding party just kind of gives up and stops responding to you because they quickly lose interest. And then they just kind of ghost you. Because like I talked about earlier, you're just a username to them. It's not really tangible. You're not really speaking to a real person. You're interacting with a version of somebody that they want you to see. Very much like social media, you just see the highlight reel of somebody's life without actually knowing who the person is beneath all the glitz and glamour. Need I bring back the Blade Runner example? This type of fandom goes beyond just, liking their content and that's where the parasocial shit ends. No, the goal and the expectation with a lot of these channels is to get you hooked, so maybe one day you're desperate enough to where you want to see a video made around you or about you, to pay for their equipment in the Amazon wish list, to tip them with super chats in their live streams or tip jars in their description. You no longer just become a viewer. You become an opportunity to exploit your vulnerability for their gain. But that's not the biggest issue with these type of videos. There is one more thing I do need to discuss. Now I think y'all can piece together at this point that I'm not a huge fan of these type of ASMR videos.
We're going to do great.
And I promise we're going to take care of each other later afterwards. Come here.
I don't have to win. We both just have to lose.
But despite everything I've said prior in this video, the biggest issue with this content is actually not the creators themselves. It's not even their content. It's lonely people like me that are the underlying issue. People like me out there in the world that are lonely and want a genuine romantic connection with somebody, but just can't find the right person. And this type of content is the easiest way to get that form of escapism. A false paradise, if you will, for the hopeless romantics out there that want to be seen by somebody, and finding any means necessary to get that out of their system is what leads to this type of content being produced. Is the reason why certain people subscribe to a certain person's OnlyFans or Patreon, to get a more inclusive look in their lives. Getting that treasure, if you will, that other people won't pay the money to see, like Indy finding the Ark of the Covenant. Why you see so many people be obsessed with a select female, whether that be a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber. Our society is so lonely and isolated, despite we're in the social media age where everyone is connected with one another, that obsessing over a stranger and knowing more about their life than most people should is easier than actually talking to somebody, meeting somebody in real life. Because on the internet, you can hide behind the username and have no accountability. These people are funneling this type of content and is what allows this type of content to continue. These creators are making this stuff because there will always be lonely people out there that want to have that content and want it in the easiest way possible. This bothers me down to my core because there are so many people nowadays that are so chronically online that we forget how to have a connection with somebody that isn't on a screen. Everybody on the internet at this point seems like we're all like little damn me's in our little damn me plaza. Just customizable puppets that be danced around, paraded around anywhere we like. Oh, you don't like the domination girlfriend roleplay? Don't worry, you can just jump over to the next video that's about the psycho girlfriend that wants to castrate you because you put pineapple on pizza. None of this shit is real. And it gets to the point where people will pay for these people's lifestyles whichever way they can, because they want more of it, like subscribing to somebody's OnlyFans. And honestly, I've never really understood the reasoning of people subscribing to certain people's OnlyFans. Like, if you want lewd photos of somebody, dog, porn is free. Just look up a porn star that looks similar to the person that you're attracted to, and you can do the deed from there. Even though I think porn is terrible, but that's a different video. And it was because of the rise of deepfake porn out there, including several being about famous ASMR artists, it's not even that hard at this point to recreate somebody's face from the ground up using your school's computer lab monitor. Which, again, I don't recommend. Deepfake porn is terrible. My image, my choice. Look that shit up, please. But I do think there's a reason why people aren't really phased at the concept of, like, you know, female ASMR creators having porn made about them without their consent. Is that, like I said in the opening, a lot of people do think ASMR is porn, and so people don't really bridge the gap that much. They can't see the difference. And that's just sad to me. As somebody that has struggled and continues to struggle through their own loneliness in romantic relationships for God knows how many years at this point, although I am getting better, this type of content does hit a nerve inside of me because I know that this type of content at some point was a coping mechanism for me back when I was a teenager, and that I know that if I was in a worse mental state when I was a teenager around that time, that I would probably be one of these viewers that would pay top dollar to have a custom video made about me, thinking that I would, you know, have some significant role in their lives, thinking that I would be like their true boyfriend, thinking that I would be the true fan of them, thinking that I would matter in any sort of way in these people's lives. I think that if you're somebody right now that is struggling with their own loneliness and craving a relationship, before you click on one of these ASMR girlfriend role plays or subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans or go on Tinder or Bubble or whatever dating app you want to go on, or just to hook up with somebody randomly, I want you to ponder this question. Do you love yourself?
Hell no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no.
And if you don't, work on all that love that you want to give to somebody and put that on yourself first. Because if you can't truly love who you are, how are you going to expect to give that love to somebody else? And that's the thing. We self-deprecate ourselves so easily nowadays that we don't really take a moment to acknowledge the fact that we're still living and breathing. And rather than work on our own mental health, we'd rather depend on somebody else to make us feel better. And that doesn't just apply to ASMR girlfriend roleplays. It can range from just watching crappy reality shows or doing drugs. We all have something or somebody to rely on to make us feel better. But in this situation with these roleplay videos, if you're not in the right mental space, once you're sucked in, it's easy to get lost to a world that's completely fabricated and something that just isn't real.
Since you've been so naughty, you're gonna get the punishment of
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
If you don't like the woman you see in dating apps or in real life, why not take the time to focus on yourself and have patience? And make yourself somebody that even you would want to date. Or maybe you're in a relationship that's struggling and you don't really know what to do. Why not try to work on that relationship instead of relying on your ASMR gamer girlfriend?
What game would you like to play?
Miss, have you ever heard of Roadhog? Regardless, I think so many of us are afraid of commitments and realizing that relationships of all kind aren't all sunshine and rainbows. That we'd rather get the fabricated fantasy life that's all the highlight reel and all the best moments of somebody's life without realizing that shit's never gonna be yours unless you try. And I do think the type of content like these sexual role plays or OnlyFans or porn or any sort of stuff that's online like this blockades people from having the social skills to really committing to actually meeting somebody in real life and going out into the real world and trying. And that's why I'm just so frustrated, because I wish we didn't have such a hole and such a barren on sexual things in our society. It may be taboo to some people, but a lot of us are horny as all hell. I'm just at the point in my life right now where I'm just not trying to appease anybody and not trying to force myself or try to focus on romantic relationships and just focus on who I am as a person. Because at the end of the day, the imaginary anime girlfriend or the imaginary goth girlfriend, or even worse, the imaginary anime goth girlfriend, is not going to be there for me when I die alone. So why not enjoy the life that I have and not worrying or not being dependent on things that are not tangible in the real world? I think more people need to realize that, have more confidence in themselves, and actually just go outside and just feel that good old vitamin D. And on a different note, if ASMR works for you, that's great. Hell, I listen to ASMR nightly. I even listen to it while I write and edit my videos in the background, and there's a good chance I'm listening to it while putting this video together. At the end of the day, these ASMR girlfriend roleplays I think are a big issue that I don't really think a lot of people want to address. And like I said, ASMR is not the issue. Wanting a girlfriend is not the issue. Hell, these creators are not the issue. We gotta stop being so sexually dependent on things to make us happy, and look within ourselves and realize that we have more value as a person than trying to woo somebody's attention. They will never understand you like you do. Anyways, I'm just gonna stop rambling and philosophizing about the romantic status in our society. But as somebody who is a fan of ASMR, especially the dude ASMR artists, shout out to all of y'all because y'all are underrated. I decided before we end today's video, why not make my own ASMR video to really show my appreciation for the community. Hope you enjoy. Man, was that some good ass Arby's. Wait, what did you say? Dude, those curly fries and the roast beef sandwiches hit the fucking spot, chief. Whoa. What have you done, bro? What are you talking about, bro? It's just Arby's. You have no idea what you've just done. What the fuck? Why is the bathroom overflowing? What the hell is going on? Why is it flooding? Oh god, why did you have to get Arby's? I don't know, just start tasting fucking good. I like it, bro, like the fucking Jamaica shakes idiot. You
Shut
don't
the fuck
realize,
up, motherfucker.
you
You
fucking
are
idiot. You
don't
don't realize you don't eat fucking Arby's and
you're
not
not
my
even
best friend.
see
What
me
like
like
this?
this,
Alright,
alright?
you don't realize you're a
dumbass
fucking
bitch.
fuck you, bitch asshole. Arby's.